wasted night. Where is my body? I lost my mind.
Hello, chat. Oh god. Where's that coming from? Testing. Okay, alright, so that is monitoring out of the correct speaker. I still have it monitoring through. If you didn't catch my fucking fake stream, I guess it doesn't even matter if I monitor it. Because I was monitoring it for that last Pitfall stream and it still fucked up. And I still had to re-record 10 minutes of rambling. Yay. Hello, chat. That's me. Embracing my inner Josh Moon, I suppose. Alright, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna turn off the monitor. I'm using a different audio cable, hoping that it fixes everything. But I'm not optimistic. Anyway. Happy almost Halloween. I don't know. I'm not like a super Halloween-y person. I know that's like the thing that everybody does. Oh, Halloween. I love fall, the Witch of Autumn Hallow, but no. No. Actually, no, I'm not super into it. It's partially because I don't really do horror stuff, you know? That's kind of the big thing with Halloween is horror games and horror movies, and I just don't really do any of that stuff. I'm so whimsical and fall-pilled. Anyway, yeah, I was trying to think of something kind of spooky and horror-y that I like, but I don't know. I saw Halloween like 3 years ago, and that was cool. The first one, it actually felt real, unlike analog horror, which, because that's what all the kids are into, I have analog horror-ified my setup very minimally, because I've heard that's what spooks the kids these days. Look, guys, it's a VHS filter. By the way, shout out to NTSC RS. Kebby uses like an older version of it, which I think was back when it was like a Python script, but there's like a newer one with a GUI, and you can change a whole bunch of extra stuff, and it's honestly the what it puts out is pretty damn spot on as far as what visual noise is. It's not just like a fucking head switching filter fuzz at the bottom. It's not just that, you know. There's a bunch of stuff that it simulates, and I think that's really cool. I do like 80s horror movie grit, says Kebby. I do like a little bit of that red letter media best of the worst B movie type stuff. That can be pretty fun. I don't think I like it when I feel in danger. You know, I know it's fiction, but like that's one of the things that makes it so spooky is something feels in danger. I like it when it's just kind of like a goofy bloodfest. That's pretty fun. Quake is pretty spooky, she says also. Yes, that is true. Some people try to turn Quake into like a horror game. I honestly, that's not how I play it. I play it like Rambo, which I think my way is more fun. Anything but zombies. Yeah, Kevy does not do zombies. I liked Shaun of the Dead when I saw it. Now that we are in winter hour, you are streaming an hour earlier for me. That's good. Hopefully you'll be able to stick around until the end. But I'm also not planning on any 3-hour streams. I did realize, by the way, that when I was digging out this very old vampire Marf, that I have a bunch of different Marfs for like a bunch of different games. I had like a fisherman setter for when we did Stardew Valley. I also had our forest spirits Kebby when we did Stardew Valley together. And then I also have a Bloomaroo that's Cami, so Camaroo, which I guess I wasn't even thinking about it. I guess I'll be pulling that out next week when we do the Darkest Fairy. That's pretty cool. But yes, so Quake. I gotta do Quake at least once a year, right? I love Quake. Quake is good for you. What Digimon would Marf? What would Digimon Marf be like? Unfortunately, I can't say because I don't know anything about Digimon. I will. I promise. I will, but not today. Actually, really, really quickly, I always like to take like 10 minutes right at the start just to ramble and you know, update with whatever I'm up to, just because people get seated. I know Savannah is making dinner and DCB is running a little late, so I don't want them to miss too much of what we'll be playing today. But yeah, so I'm just opening up my browser really, really quick, and I'll quickly shout out, and I'll put it in the description also. Not that it really matters, because I think that everybody was pretty keen on moving on from. Oh, there it is. Bingo Bango Bongo. Look, I didn't have to fuck with it. It just popped right up. Very, very cool. Very cool, Firefox. Very cool. There we go. Yeah. But if you go to my channel, I know I spelled it YouTube. Hold on. Like, makes me think of Go-Gurt. Go-Gurt was pretty tasty. I bet today I would have it and think it's entirely sugar. But anyway, if you go over to my channel, which is pretty easy because you're on my channel, and you go to, I didn't publish it to subscribers just because it felt wrong to do that, and I don't know. It is taking a little bit to load, unfortunately. Go-Gurt, yeah, it's like Yoplait yogurt that they put in these plastic tubes that would slice the sides of your fucking mouth. And it was very, very sweet yogurt. If you're more sort of like, if you're European, you'd probably go, that's not yogurt, that's fucking sugar in a paste. But that's what we got here, and that's what I like. I've tried like Greek yogurt and stuff. I don't vibe with Greek yogurt necessarily. It is not even so much the bitterness. It's just like the fucking graininess of it. It's like grainy and like I'm eating clay, and I'm just not into that life. I'm not ready for my my Greek yogurt arc, I'm sorry to say. Froobs, Kebby calls it. Jesus H fucking Christ, why is this so slow? This is not edited. This is real time. You just watched it load in front of you. I just watched myself age. Jesus. All right, anyway. But if you go over to videos or you go to the playlists, it's because of fucking YouTube. It's because I cannot stand how heavy YouTube is. I actually have a user script for Kebby Internet Speed Simulator. We're all on dial-up. It's all cornfield internet. But anyway, if you go to my channel, you go to playlists, whatever, I've been making these playlists of all of the full game playthroughs that we've been doing. All right, online for real. Welcome, welcome. That's what I was putting off. Spooky Marf, and also, I know you can barely see it. Is this a new Marf? No, this is actually several years old. Kebby has made me so much fucking stream everything that I forget that I have it. But I was like, don't I have a Spooky Marf? I was like, that seems fitting. Anyway, I know you can't see it at the moment, but I've also analog horrorified my background, so we should be expecting an analysis video, a 2-part analysis video about it very, very soon from our favorite YouTuber, which apparently it's going to take her until late November to finish a fucking Halloween video. Nobody's going to be in the mood for it by then, babe. I'm making a 3-parter as we speak. Late November, real shit. I'm like, what? You should have been putting out the first part fucking September. Nobody else is going to understand what we're talking about. Anyway. Yeah, so Kebby says I'm making Marf alts for stream ideas, and by the time it gets used, I've forgotten it exists. Kebby also made me like a Pomeranian Marf. back when I had ideas of a different channel that wasn't like Flareon based, tied to, you know, which I would still like for that to happen. I just got to get like the car and everything settled first. Anyway, just to finish this up so we can finally get to Quake. So I've got these playlists. The original Palm Marf was for a Scooby-Doo stream. You're probably right, actually. That was, oh geez, man, you want to talk Halloween? That was probably Halloween 2021. I think I played Nights of 100 Frights for that. Palm Marf is a good fallback if you get sued by Nintendo. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I am not a big enough fish, I don't believe. Anyway, yes, so I got all these fucking playlists for the makeshift plushie. Seb plushies come first. Come on, we got it. Anyway, yes, so we got these playlists, whatever. But if you want to see what became of the Pitfall Lost Expedition oh shit, I didn't even realize that got added to the playlist. If you want to see what came of it, I literally like 3 or 4 hours after I stopped streaming last week, I just turned on OBS, like recording, or Streamlabs, I should say. Streamlabs, just recorded myself playing through the rest of the game, and just made it into a video, so it's kind of a not live stream, and I play with some cheats and stuff afterwards. I don't know why that got added to this playlist. I'll have to fix that. It'd be so funny if you were a big YouTuber and Makeshift reached out to you and you made a plush of an OC your audience doesn't recognize. If they don't know who Seb is, they're going to. Anyway. Alright, so now we are going to transition. Yes, Pitfall Harry did find love. Unfortunately, everybody involved is a space alien, so it wasn't very good love. It didn't make much sense. Anyway, yes. Hello, Tris. Hello. So, we have Quake. Let's make sure we got some audio in Quake. Let's make sure... Oh, here, I'll tell you what. I don't know about these crazy menus. I'm just gonna... Whoops. Okay, I typed in I'd 1. That's close enough. It got us there. Okay. So you guys... No, you guys cannot hear that because it's going out of the wrong speaker. Man, it's so... Okay, yes, so that does work. I can turn it down, though, because I don't want it to be... What do you mean you were making spaghetti? Yes, and I'm currently out of the game. That's why you couldn't hear it. But yes, now it works. Now it works. Quake. I played this entire episode yesterday after realizing I was 24 hours early to the stream. So you actually went and found it. Oh, well, I linked it in the description. But hey, that's cool. I was just looking up random PlanetQuake maps of the week from back then, because that's usually where I find the good stuff. Oh, you just Googled it. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, but no, before I start playing, how does my voice sit over the game? Does it sound alright? You've got music, you got sound effects going. Is it all good? Or do I need to change any levels? Sounds good to Cabby. Game sound is kind of low. Okay. I will turn it up very, very slightly. It's Quake. You're not going to be missing any dialogue, I promise. Okay. Is that better? Should I turn it up more? Good to be able to hear you, but just a touch more. Okay, excellent. Perfect. Yes. So, like I said, I grabbed something that looked kind of spooky-ish off Quaddicted, and we're going to play it. And it is called Rapture. You get a nice, wonderful... You know what? Let's not even spoil it. Let's not even spoil it with the wonderful startup whatevers. We're just going to hop right in. No water wings or nothing. Moon says wait. We are waiting. Never mind, I mistyped. Okay. Let me just make sure that I have my wonderful video options set. 8-bit mode set to raw, render scale. By the way, I always feel like whenever I go into Iron Whale, I gotta show this off, because I crank this up to be so software simulated. By the way, this fucking looks great. I aspire to make levels that look as good as this. This feels like, it just feels Right. It doesn't feel super over detailed, but you got like, I don't know. I'd buy this. Anyway. I've never played it, by the way. I'm going in blind. Other than knowing that there's a hypnotic monster in there, which I was like, God damn it. Anyway, yeah, so check this out, right? Render scale. You can go up to, you can turn it off, which makes it smooth. So now it's actually rendering at, the proper whatever. Then you can do what I had it set to, which was half. You can do a third, getting kind of crunchy. And now you can also do 1/4. I should play the whole ass stream like this. I think this looks great. Oh, it's so crispy. This is, I think, very similar to what, 320 by 240, and then it just upscales it. There's a similar switch in Quake for, or at least in Mark V Quake for if you're doing 320 by 240 nearest or 640 by 480 nearest, all that kind of stuff. So that's very similar to this. I'm going to play it like this until I get annoyed, and then we're going to bump it back up. But I think this is suiting the mood. So yeah, the beginning of the end, the map is called. I don't know anything. Actually, I don't even know who made this. I do. Do I dare check? Quaddicted real quick and see who actually made this. Because I think it was too... No, my internet fucking sucks. Okay, that's cool. By the way, it's not really spooky. Well, I guess it is spooky. I have a ghost drink, by the way, because there's nothing spookier than chemicals you can't pronounce. Okay, let's see. Rapture. So this is Kona and Tronin. So those are two old heavy hitters of Quake mapping. Played so many maps. Okay, sorry, hold on. He's drinking the ghost of a real drink. I don't know what drink this resembles. It says Sour Patch Kids Red Berry on the front. So if you can find me a drink made of those, then maybe you're right. Anyway, so yeah. Moon says he's played so many maps that treat the rocket launcher as a power weapon or don't include it all, that having it be in vanilla reminds me of how OP it is. See, when you find the rocket launcher in map 5, E1M5, sorry, I will actually do something for once other than just stand here. So you can't go in this door. Okay. Well, I guess pop in. Wow, that was the hardest map in the world. That took me 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Anyway, yeah, E1M5. You could just skip the entirety of E1M6 with it. You just hop over the lava with it, and then that's that. I'm like, damn, I really like this thing. Wait, what? Get ready to read. This episode has a lot of story. Okay. I wish I could skip... I wish I could just speed it up so I could just read it, because... It's alright, whatever. Anyway, I never thought I'd see this day. They're sending me in. Me of all people, I agree. We messed up, and now you have to clean it up, they tell me. To hell with that. My contract says 2 more weeks, and they want to send me off to some forsaken hellhole to keep the population from coming here. We're getting a little political here, huh? I don't owe it to anyone to be there in the service any longer than I have to be. I've done more than enough killing already. We can only send one at a time, they say. Otherwise, the others get telefragged. I'm sure as hell not their best man. That I also agree with. I imagine the reasoning was, let's send Bruce. He's expendable. His time's almost up. And I don't am I going to be doing this all fucking stream? I don't trust him on the outside. I kill, they pay me. And when my time is up, I'll be back here to collect my goddamn... No, seriously, it makes it sound like I'm struggling to read. Because it's fucking so slow. Do you see how slow it's typing? Ugh. Good lord. Sorry. I'm actually going to read that properly now. Yes, you will. 8 out of 9 maps have text crawls. What have I signed up for? I never thought I'd see this day. They're sending me in. Me of all people. We messed up, and now you have to clean it up, they tell me. To hell with that. My contract says 2 more weeks, and they want to send me off to some forsaken hellhole to keep the population from coming here. I don't owe it to anyone to be there in the service any longer than I have to be. I've done more than enough killing already. We can only send 1 at a time, they say. Otherwise, the others get telefragged. I'm sure as hell not their best man. I imagine the reasoning was, let's send Bruce. He's expendable. His time's almost up, and I don't trust him on the outside. I kill, they pay me. And when my time is up, I'll be back here to collect my goddamn money, whether the beasts at the other end have hit the dirt or not. It's true. Have you ever played Quake? Worst Star Wars opening crawl ever. Unrealistic. No shady organization would ever admit to messing anything up. Yes, and have you seen the Canadian government? Okay. So, Epoch Gateway. What? You're kidding me. There's no. This is another just like starting map. Okay. I see a button. Could literally. Oh well, we found the way into Nightmare. Are you sure that's a good idea? No, I don't think it's a good idea. This map, by the way, looks baller as fuck. I really like these. What textures are these? It looks a little Rubicon-ish, but it's not. Like Rubicon doesn't have these bricks. It might be custom. There were a lot of old maps for Quake that were custom. The textures. I forgot to look for Nightmare. Yeah. By the way, if you don't know Quake, it's a tradition to like from Hexen 2. Hot damn. They look really good for Hexen 2 textures because it's using the Quake palette, but with Hexen 2 stuff. And that's not a seamless process to convert those. So hats off. But yes, Hexen 2 might have some from Nightmare. Yeah, but there's a tradition in Quake where if you start the map, like if I restart the map, you'll have this difficulty selection hallway. Nahara, not Nightmare. I'm drunk. Oh, goddamn. Meanwhile, I'm not. I've been trying to slow it down a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, so they'll have this like Nightmare, difficulty selection kind of map. Push this button for normal skill. So that kind of thing. So hard, easy, whatever. And Nightmare is hidden. I'm actually not drunk. I'm just dumb. Damn. You should get drunk. So we accidentally stumbled our way into the Nightmare hallway. Pretty neat. But anyway, we're just gonna play hard. We're just gonna play hard. We work hard. We play hard. Hello? Sorry, I have to press the right button, right? Nightmare, Nightmare, Nightmare. I'm not playing on Nightmare. Here we are. Hard skill. There we go. That's what I want. Ow. Bonk. Nightmare sucks ass. Nightmare is not very good in Quake for sure. I thought it was interesting some of the stuff that they did for Nightmare in the remaster. But yeah, no. As far I seem to recall, it was mostly that it just speeds the enemies up shooting. Anyway, oh, finally we get to an actual level. Rain Palisade, and this was the one from the starting map. Or the boot up. There we go. One thing that I love about these old first level custom enemy, yeah, they're really throwing you into the deep end. One thing I love about old Quake levels, by the way, is because everybody, from like 1999 onwards, was using GL Quake, and GL Quake in its original form fucked up Fulbrights. There was no Fulbrights, so every texture just rendered as though it was a normal texture. There were no Fulbrights. So if you see glowing pixels like this, that's where somebody used a tool that automatically mapped the imported texture to have Fulbright pixels, and they didn't catch them because they didn't check in a software engine. And if you play Abyss of Pandemonium, Impel, it's called, they have the same issue because they just didn't check, and that was a paid fucking unofficial expansion. Yeah, that's what that is. That's why there's the glowing pixels. If you, like I said, if you play any older GL Quake engines or the actual GL Quake, these are the guys that I was like, oh fuck, they're the gremlins from Hypnotic. They will steal your weapons, and I find them highly annoying, so I usually go after them first. Anyway, oh my god, wait, sorry, I thought there it is. Oh, it's a dog. Okay, I'm already getting my ass kicked, so I should probably pay attention. Gabby thinks they're little ghost eyes. She's playing along. She's got the lore going, which I think is cute. I fucking hate the gremlins. They're like like I said, they're the first things I fucking take out. Because usually they steal the one weapon that I really want to use. Okay. Continuing on. You're right, these are custom. Yeah, they have the health of the Void Knights, but they're the normal sized guys. That's crazy. Oh god. Why did I think he was fucking stuck? Sorry, I'm stupid. That reminds me, when I go to play, when I go to set up all the Viv stuff, I'm gonna have to start practicing that again. I have not played Quake in many months, so apologies if I'm stupid. They can't steal your starting shotgun, axe, or the... I swear people have tried to tell me how to say that before, and I don't know. Which is also in this. Okay, that's cool, though, that they started using hypnotic stuff. I always thought it was unfortunate that, like, outside of a couple custom levels, Mjolnir. Gotcha. Outside of a few custom levels and stuff, Hypnotic and Rogue never really got used. Because they both have some really good ideas. And they also don't use each other's stuff. Which I get why for technical reasons, but it's unfortunate. There's like parts of Dissolution of Eternity where I was like, damn, I could use some like rotating doors and stuff, and they just don't have them. Anyway. There's a Void Knight. These are the guys that have the health of the smaller guys. Yeah, both expansions are being developed at the same time by two different teams. So that's sort of the dealio of it. Can I go under here? I cannot. Death, not Void. Oh, sorry, you're right. Void Knights were in the blue episode, which still hasn't fucking come out. I'm so disappointed. I don't talk to Newhouse too much anymore. Not because there's anything between us. I actually miss him very dearly, but he just stopped using Discord all that much, so I don't know where to catch him now. But shout out Newhouse, my boy. I miss you. Let's catch up. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. Let's actually go into the castle. This is great, by the way. This is simple but appealing. Again, I aspire to be able to do stuff like this. I will work on it next year, I promise. DCB shows up and he says he just got out of a study thing. Imagine going to school. Oh god. Dogie. See, sometimes they get stuck in the floor. So that's why I thought for a moment, I was like, did that fiend on the bridge get stuck? But no, he was not stuck. This looks fucking great. No, seriously, I really am into the look of this. Here's a button. Yep, see, he just took my fucking shotgun. And not only do they take your shotgun, but they use it against you. There we go. I got my shotgun back. I'm not a fan of how grungy the Hex and 2 textures are. I think it's great. I like a nice bit of grime. So we're at 21 out of 119. Now 22 of 119. So making a little bit of progress, making some headway. Opens from the other side. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, very good, very good. I'm gonna stop creaming myself over how this level looks. Outside of their stealing and replicating ability, that's the other thing, is that they can bring mobs back to life. So they like will stand over them and shit like a rabbit, and then the enemies will come back to life. So that's another reason why I always take them out first, because they're hugely fucking annoying otherwise. Okay. What? Oh! Sorry, congrats to Cabby. One of her art pieces from last year just got featured on Newgrounds. So that was pretty great. Alright, I'll just have to go past these guys. Hold on. Yes, you're right. Sorry about that. I saw Whelm and I got scared. Like, she posted in the Discord and it sounded bad. So I was like, oh shit. Let me check to make sure that shit's not going down or something. But no, it's good. It's good news. Oh, man, I don't like how sparse ammo is. I don't like it where I can't just immediately blast it. But yes, nice surprise. Very nice surprise. And it's a really, like, detailed, crazy piece, too. She's got, like, all the lighting and, like, the background and perspective and shit going on. It's really, really good. Maybe I'll show it off at the end of the stream, actually, because it isn't even Halloween. It won't be a problem after this level. Fuck yeah, thank God. I'll just have the text crawls to deal with. I am trying to just look around occasionally. I sometimes have an issue with just barreling through stuff. See how I started the beginning of Okami. But I am trying to look around a little bit and just, you know, give you guys a good taste of the level too, because this is peak. Switches on the parapets. Oh God. Hello? That's another reason I should look around sometimes. What the hell? I do see that there's a guy up there. And you know what? Fuck him. The Fiend was the first thing that killed me here. I backed into the door while fighting the knights and he cheap shot at me. By the way, there's actually a glitch that can happen with Fiends where they will do an unspeakable amount of damage to you if they actually land on top of you. So you know how they're normally supposed to land in front of you and, you know, hit you like that? They land on top of you. They can one-shot you, like, even with, like, armor and stuff. It's fucking crazy. It is not great. Yeah, they Mario stomp you. Everyone knows Mario is cool as fuck, but who knows what he's thinking? Yeah, these guys, you see how they're getting stuck in the floor? That's actually a problem that can happen with mobs, and it's supposed to be something that you check for. This is such an early map that you can forgive it, obviously. My first map, Temple of the Strange, had a bunch of enemies stuck in the floor, and people fucking paid right close attention. They're like, yep, that sure is a shitty map. And, yeah, I could definitely do it a lot better now, but anyway. Okay. Alright, I see we're fighting to the fucking wire here on ammo. Oh God. It'd be nice if I had a nail gun. That'd be great. Alright, so we've got a loop around point. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, shit. Oh, I see, stream keeps freezing for me. I'll check stream health. Stream health just says healthy, so, hopefully it, evens out on your end. That wasn't ideal. Sometimes my mouse freaks out and it accidentally shoots when it shouldn't. My oven is yelling at me. She's making a beautiful pork loin roast. Man, so fancy. So fancy. Almost as fancy as this level. Okay. So. Oh, I didn't even see the nail gun. Hell yeah, finally. Now I feel secure. Laura is playing tricks on me. What we do for the vibe. Alright, let me just check something real quick. Sorry, it said switch was on the parapets, and I was like, what's that mean? And I'm not any closer to knowing what they meant. I have to turn my heater off. I'm so hot. Sweltering. Sweltering. Yeah, go ahead and tell me, Moon Moon. Ooh, sorry, I accidentally stumbled into another part of the level. I thought so. I was like, do they mean like outside the castle? Can I hop up here? Bitch. Oh, shit. There we go. That's another thing I'm not really a fan of, is that when you throw a lot of scrags and knights at me, they don't give ammo. Oh my god, it's a red dragon. Wow. That's so cool. Red dragons are so cool. Nice whales reference. Here's another great example of the Fulbright's issue that you can see. So whatever tool they've used to convert that red dragon texture has mapped some of the red in the original texture to the Fulbright red and some to the normal red. So it's a little bit better with this one. You don't really have a lot of glowy stuff, but it is still there. I guarantee if I were able to turn light maps off. Welsh Quake. Honestly, I spent a lot of time when I was in various castles in Wales taking notes of like layout stuff that I wanted to copy. So yeah, I mean, listen, learn from the best, right? And there's a lot of very lovely castles in Wales. Oh, hello. Oh, thank God, some armor. Slowly but surely, chat. I feel whole. Here we are. I see where I am. Are you sure yeah, I can hop up here. Okay. See, slowly but surely, if there is one good thing about Pitfall, it has taught me how to navigate slightly better. I'm normally really shit at it. My mic's still working, by the way? Just checking. That's a cool angle. Okay, yeah, mic is still working. Got it. I feel like I should be taking screenshots. I think I'm going to do that. If you guys don't mind me running back through and some of... Mike has been good. Excellent, excellent. It might be the cable. I don't know. Yeah, if you don't mind, I want to take pictures of some cool stuff. I really like stuff like this because I'm so awful at making things that are kind of off-grid, and these look like actual beams, which is very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, very good. Very cool. Okay, let's continue on. So, he said it was it's above the entrance of the castle. So that door doesn't open. Can I shoot the dragons? Do they do anything? I haven't been hunting for secrets either. I probably should. One more to go. Oh, okay, I see. Yay! Yay! Most of the levels here don't have secrets. This one has 3. But noted, secrets are something that I never quite look for because my brain just works on you know, if it's in front of me, shoot it, you know. I only found one. You missed it. Okay, that's all good. Alright, so I got that button. So now we descend back into the bowels. Where the fuck am I going? There we go. No, I'm going backwards. What the fuck? It was on the parapet. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Like you said, I'm not gonna... Jesus! Happy Halloween. Man, all I have are rockets now. That's not great. Oh! Fiends are pretty easy to melee, at least. Yeah, if you do the dance. Man. Sorry. Hey, excellent. Excellent. Oh, what the fuck? That's what I was waiting for. I'm like, there's something in the darkness here. And there was. I just had to grab the armor first. Yeah, more cool dragons. You have shells now, by the way. I know. Oh, doggy. I'll let you know if I need help. If I can get away with it, I would like to just figure it out. Up here is locked. Well, ain't that just wonderful? That's cool. That's a cool fireplace. I like how he included the window in the monster closet. Yeah, like this. It's such a Quake thing to have. Like, oh, here's a bit in the wall where they've just been waiting for tens of thousands of years, presumably, to come and rape you, and here it opens. But at least he gave them some sunlight, so they got their vitamin D. It's okay. They can vibe. Oh, thank you. I've opened a door. I love when you can, with just the shotgun, explode an enemy into kibble. That's very fun. The dogs are one of the easiest ones to do it with. I've done it with knights, I think, also. Yes, I should have killed him. Alright, let me just do that quick. Little trick with Quake, shoot above them. Their hitboxes definitely stretch out further than their model. There's two guys up there. Well, the other one's just going to have to wait. Okay. Man. Very cool. Yeah, I knew it was a custom skin. I couldn't place where it was from, but yeah, it's from Rogue. You're right. That's cool. It definitely feels pretty medieval, so. Okay, I got everybody. I should be saving also. I'm gonna save. I just realized. I'm like, I know there's autosaves. I should be saving. Okay. That looks dangerous. Let's step on it, see what happens. Okay, nothing. All good. Ooh. Ooh, that's legit. Oh, hello. Oh, shit, they were infighting. I didn't even realize. Should've just let them infight. No, see, that's when they're trying to bring guys back to life. And you gotta take care of them real quick. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like gremlins. They're weird. They smell funny. There's another dragon. Oh, hell yeah. We do like dragons. We do like dragons. Hold on. I'm gonna save just because. Oh, I can fit just fine. I thought I was gonna have to grab and downgrade to the green armor, but no, I'm not. I'm all good. Okay. This gate is guarded. I probably have to press that button, don't I? All right. Come on. There we go. The Guardian of the Rain Gate appears. It's just a shambler, dude. I love that because you got so little that you can put in your Quake levels that sometimes they're like, yeah, this guy is the magical sorcerer guarding the Palace of Hate, and it's just a shambler. Okay. I'm pretty satisfied with that. They eat bodies and it spawns a new gremlin. Weird stuff. Exactly. It's weird. I don't like them. They're gross. Okay. Next one. Oh my god. A final terrain palisade. Wow, this really is like... It's the only one like this. This is borderline experimental. Okay, there we go. I think this level was just too big. I know the feeling. I originally only intended to make the one level with Aridum, and I had to split it up. So I was like, well, fuck it, let's just make 2 levels. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to hit them. I mean, I can, but I don't want to waste a bunch of... This feels very E1M7. Yeah, let's just take the elevator. The cloister doors are very cool. Yeah, no, there's a lot of cool shit going on with this level. Arches, not doors. Whoa, they got axes. These are axe knights. Oh, man. They're fast, too. That's neat. That's neat. I wave my axe at you in solidarity. Okay, so... I'm very safety conscious, so I was about to say I'll take the elevator. I can't. Fuck it! Oh. Hello. Alright. So we got 9 more kills to go. Ooh, it's a big arena. Pfft, I didn't mean to save to that slot. Can I delete? Doesn't appear so. Okay, it's fine. It's all good. We roll. Oops. Press the button again. Alright. Face the Elemental Baron. Whoa! Oh, that's cool. You get to see my circle strafing abilities that don't exist. He's got, oh, he's got Vor particles. This motherfucker takes some damage. Wow. Yo. Oh, that's awesome. You even got the blood rain from U1M7. Yeah, no, that's cool. This is hot. Very dramatic. Very, very cool. And there's a rune. I'm ready for some text. Yep. Anyway, I'm just gonna wait and then I'll read that. What you guys up to, by the way? Tell me, chat. I keep forgetting to ask. How's the last week of your life been? Yeah, Kibby unfortunately has been busy, but you've been doing really well with it, man. And Savannah's beautiful porcoin is done resting. It had some EP times, and now it's ready to kick ass. Also, in her mouth? Question mark. Sleepy week, busy week. Yeah. It does seem to be the way that it goes over there, because you got 2 and soon to be 3 in school. Apparently. Maybe. Okay. I should be able to read it now. Not much besides work. Hello, Dogecode. Glad you found me, even though After Sleep is fucking down. Of course, it always goes down at the end of the month. Also, Moon says that he found some new documents on French super heavy tanks from 1940. Is this that autism thing that I keep hearing about? Also, stream started failing before you found the Baron, so that sucked, unfortunately. Still better uptime than AWS. You know what you say about Canadian infrastructure? It's not the worst in the world. Alright, anyway, I've been here for a few days now. This really is an ugly place. The endless rain and nightmarish parade of living... I'm surprised they didn't actually program rain in. I think there was one... It might have been Impel that had the rain effect. Anyway, nightmarish parade of living corpses is really starting to get to me. No place on earth is this despairing, this dark or dreary, or this hostile. Out of all the time I had to do for my contract, they saved the very worst for the very last. It has not been raining fucking at all in the U.S., unfortunately. I think like 60% of the country is under drought. Yay! After shooting up metal soldiers and ugly creatures, I finally got what might be the end. There to meet me was a Baron, much stronger than the other knights. He had magic in his veins and was very tough. Took me some time, but I got him. When the Rain Baron hit the dirt, he dropped some sort of odd-shaped symbol. I've got it now. It's blue and it glows, kind of eerie-like. I think it's what gave him all that power, but I have no idea how to use it. I don't think it matters. I'll take this rune back home and collect some extra cash. An enemy artifact! And now there's a slip gate open in front of me. Alright, onwards and upwards. Castle Rapture. Alright. I'm excited, dude. I already love the shit out of this look. I'm telling you, this may be my favorite as visually Quake anything I've ever played. Just the look of the textures and all that. Like this goes hard. I cannot wait. Next year I will be all up in that Quake shit again. I will. I'm gonna start like actually like doing blockouts and figuring it out. Hello, welcome to Quake for Halloween. Yeah, but no, I'm gonna do some shit. I'm gonna do some shit for Quake. I promise. And it's gonna be really, really cool. And maybe it'll even be good. I don't know. That's a little spicy, but we'll see. Did I leave any health behind? Yes. Yeah, no, this pack looks fucking awesome. Screenshot. Did somebody say Quake for Spooky Month? Hello. what goes on. Yes, I'm playing through a Tronin's Rapture, which is an old but very, very good episode. A lot of fucking text. I could use less text, but everything else has been really, really good. Ooh, might be able to upgrade my PC soon. Got a new motherboard and CPU. That's baller. I'm still rocking my Daily Driver 2013 iMac that has risen from the dead and now lives as a zombie, and it can stream. So whatever. I keep using it. It might live forever, to be perfectly honest. We might have found the fountain of youth and it lives in my Apple computer. I hope not, though, because I sure would like to get... I've been looking at one of the mini PCs I had set a while back. Kebby has one, and it's actually really good. And not that expensive. I'm impressed. It's going to do everything I need it to do, certainly. Alright, let me go back for that health. Nice Flareon, I like it. That's Kebby. Kebby draws much for me, and it's always very good. In classic Doge Code fashion, both are in unknown condition and the CPU is missing pins. You can make it work. You can figure it out. I believe in you. There we go. Nice. Okay. I do see there's also health up there. Can I grab that? This looks like Doom. It's better than Doom. Locked from the other side. Okay. It's better than Doom. I will maintain that Quake does everything Doom does, but better, but Doom has the meme status. Oh, that's how I can grab those. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to grab both. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Oh, nice. I can go up here. That's something I also need to keep in mind. These kind of split levels where it becomes an extra pathway through a bunch of stuff that you played before. I like that. I like hype play and stuff, and I never do it enough. Better in the way that your mob would let you play it because in Doom you hunt demons. Is this the part where I mentioned that Quake literally has pentagrams in it? Quake is just as, if not more satanic, to be honest. That was the thing that they were talking about, actually. I remember reading some recollections with the id employees at the time, and Sandy Peterson, of course, is Mormon. And I don't remember if it was... Oh, it was for Doom, where he had... John Romero took him aside, and he was like, hey, is it not like a conflict with you to, like, play this, or to make, you know, levels for this game with, like, demons in it? And he was like, well, no, first off, they're the bad guys, and, secondly, I think he said it's fiction. The only change he ever made, or ever asked for, is, there's Jesus buttons, like Crown of Thorn Jesus buttons in Quake, and they were being used as the floor button early in development. And he was like, "Listen, I don't do the preachy thing, but can you not have, you know, us stepping on Jesus?" And John Romero went, "That's a good point," and he quickly fixed that. But yes, so other than that, I mean, God, I love the look of this fucking pack. Awesome. I really, it's because for, you know, 3 years running now, I've gone to Wales, gone to castles, and gone, I really want to play this level. I want to play this kind of level, you know? And someone's done it. In traditional fashion. All the cool stuff was done before I was even alive. Jesus buttons is a sentence of 2 words I never thought would be together for some reason. Yeah, no, there were floor buttons with Jesus' face, because there's a bigger texture in the game with like it's like a mural of Jesus on the cross with the crown of thorns, and it's on metal for some reason, because obviously it's Quake. It has to be like, you know, whatever. And there's a button alt for it, which I don't know if it's in id 1, but it's definitely in id's like texture sources. These are cool. Also, these little pory things of lava. It's very neat. And this is the spot from the thumbnail, which is awesome. Also, played Noah's Ark 3D. Listen, memes aside, Super 3D Noah's Ark is at least as good as fucking Wolfenstein. Like, to be perfectly honest, it really does feel just like Wolfenstein, you know? I certainly enjoyed it when I went through it for retro achievements. Rogue had that one level where shooting the Jesus button gets you hit by lightning, and then do not defy God. Oh, there they are. Cool. Being you-know-who. We can say you're fighting Nazis in that game. Which, that's another thing. Nazis are the bad guys in Wolfenstein. So, like, why would people have an issue with that? I mean, I get why Germany would, although at this point they don't care. I think Wolfenstein you can finally buy there. It was like a thing since, what, 2017? A possibly apocryphal story where Romero included the nail gun so they could shoot the nails into Jesus. I think Sandy would have probably had an issue with it, so I doubt that's true. I've also never heard it. Maybe. But yeah. I know in Doom it has many gargoyles that are based on real-life statues. Yeah, no, Doom has some cool art direction stuff going on. I'm just not... I just like Quake more. I just like Quake more. I think this is where my heart belongs. It's blocky, and it was used to make the first Half-Life, and it's kind of awesome. That's another thing, also, because GL Quake... Quake is just better. Quake is just better. It's end of. That's another thing. Because all the Fulbrights weren't fixed in GL Quake, they never thought to make the lava Fulbright. The mustache guy, he's Hitler. Say the name Hitler. It's okay. I don't know. Maybe YouTube will filter that. But his name is Hitler. He's not the funny. We're not talking about Charlie Chaplin here. We're talking about Adolf Hitler. I don't know. I feel like it's a little weird to like Super Nintendo Mecha Hitler out of existence. Let's try it. I'm sorry. Where am I supposed to go? And where's the... Oh, there he is. He's shooting me from the window. Alright, it ate my message. Okay, so in fact you are not able to talk about Hitler in chat, which is mildly unfortunate. What if I was actually playing Wolfenstein? Which is a possibility. I could be playing Return to Castle Wolfenstein or something at some point. Shitler. Catler. You know. Well, the worst part is that it just eats it. It just silently eats it. Like, it's not even like Twitch, where if you say fuck Twitch, it'll be like, moderators, is this okay? Can you say this? No, instead it just quietly removes your comment. Catler, Shitler, Rimmer, Arnold, Adolf Rimmer. Adolf Judas Rimmer. I prefer Rimsey. Oh, Listy. Oh, Rimsey. Watch Red Dwarf, by the way. Shit fucks. It's such a good show. I will be finishing Series 8, I think, right? Kevin will be finishing Series 8 soon. Which is the end of the classic run of Red Dwarf. That's super exciting. This feels like it'd be an ideal spot for a secret, but there's not. YouTube 8, Uncle Adolf, rip. 2 episodes left, 3, something like that. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Man. I gotta remember to keep taking screenshots. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna start ruthlessly ripping off everything about this, I think, next year. Maybe not in gameplay, because but certainly visually. Whew, tasty. Get these bars open from the other side. Okay. What am I missing? Alright, I gotta take care of this guy. He's getting annoying. I gotta do VR Quake again. I've forgotten how fun Quake in VR also is. I feel like that would get incredibly nauseating really quick. Oh, there's that button. Nope. Not until you've taken the rune. It's like it's like a picture of a child. Not until you've bought me McDonald's. Okay. Hitler's ass is pumped even when his whole body slumps. Well, that one made it through. Okay, so that's the secret, chat. Just talk about Hitler's ass. That's the secret. You missed a passage downstairs. Why did that one make it through? Oh, I'm hearing something. Oh, look! Check it out. You get the bullet holes from Hypnotic. That's cool. Oh, I see. I see. Did Rock Band 2 really call you unclassy for that? That's so funny. I've never done, you can see some of my attempts in the Discord. Noted. It's certainly something to get used to, but once you adjust over time, it's an absolute blast. I like how Doom 2016, I don't know. I think all VR is kind of like a goofy fucking carnival game, to be honest. I've never sought out VR, but I believe it. I believe that there's some good experiences in it, I'm sure. That's very funny. That's very funny. Thank you, Harmonix. Very cool. Okay, so I opened the wooden bars, but I didn't see the rune. VR is fun. It's just a gimmick. Exactly. That's the thing. It's just a gimmick. Go downstairs where it told you to grab the rune. Oh, those wooden bars opened also. Okay, I see. Hello, DCB. You're just in time for us discussing Hitler's ass and how absolutely sexy this fucking mod pack is. I also got slightly stuck there. Oh, God. I definitely have fun with it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you realize that, because I have nothing against VR as a concept. I just really hate the way that there's like people who are really hideous about it, and they're constantly like, oh no, it's the future, and you're just like poor and stupid, and you don't appreciate it. Like no. There's a lot of games that like I imagine would be pretty fun with it, and then a lot of games where I would never want it. Yeah, VR. I mean, if VR was going to be the future of video games, it would have been the future a long fucking time ago. You know, the gold door is further back. Hello. It makes people queasy, and the headsets are sweaty. Gross. Yeah, that's fair. If you think of it like it's its own thing, that's perfectly fair. Man, I am not having much luck here. Alright, let me go look for health really quick. Let's see if there's any health that I passed by. Beneath the stairs. Moon, do you want to play this? Do you want to play this on stream for me? I appreciate it, but maybe he's like, this is going to be 5 hours long if I don't just tell him, which is very fair. I'm trying to keep it moving along. I really am. I just want to help because you're getting pretty brutalized. Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is how I always play Quake. I haven't died, so you know, I'm gonna say I'm actually doing pretty well, to be perfectly honest. Okay, gold door, right? So I gotta backtrack to that gold door. Kemi likes getting his ass kicked. Kevy would know. Yeah, these levels are a bit confusing. Well, I mean, the thing is also, you make a lot more progress when you're just sitting by yourself. Oh, I didn't even see her there. Hold on. When you're, you know, by yourself just playing through these levels, as opposed to on stream where there's like, you know, an audience chatting with you about virtual reality and Harmonix calling your character name unclassy. I still think that's really funny. It's sort of the catch-22 about playing stuff. Ow! Oh, man. Thank God for the autosave, dude. That's a nice quality of life improvement. By the way, use Iron Whale. I know the Quake Spasm Spiked is the other one that people recommend, but Iron Whale is my heart. I'm very picky about my source ports. I was using Mark V Windquake before this because I want that crunch, and Iron Whale was the only one that felt right. You do feel them when they show up. Well, that's good. That's what you're supposed to feel, you know? Okay, there we go. I got him. That's what you're supposed to feel. They're kind of boss enemies, you know? It probably helps that they have some custom enemies in these levels, you know? So they get a little bit more variety and they don't have to immediately resort to, you know, shamblers and all that. But yeah, Iron Whale's fucking hot. I'm so glad because, like I said, before then I had to recommend Mark V, which people had, like, mouse issues with Mark V and it wasn't getting updated and all that shit. Love the Vampire Mark, by the way. Thank you, Kebby, from several years ago. I just remembered it, like, 20 minutes before I went live. But, yeah. So, it was hard to recommend Mark V. You know, I still use it on Windows XP and all that. But, then I found Iron Whale and the software. Like, I actually side-by-sided it with proper software Quake, and it's very, very close, you know? So I was like, I am more than okay with switching to... Oh, do you see him? He's got Fulbright, so he sparkles. Maybe not the reaction they wanted, but certainly the reaction I'm gonna have. He sparkles! Oh, I'm so full of pork, wink wonk. Yeah, on. Let's see. I'm not gonna be able to see it. I guess it was only on his front. That's okay. He's got sequins. He's so bedazzled, chat. I never let them finish it. Moon is too good at this. He kills them as soon as he's the pinball wizard, but for Quake. Man, fucking awesome. VR every day, because I could play video games while also working out on it, but it's not the peak of gaming, and it's also not replacing control. Yes, exactly. Oh god. Hello? Is this lava not hurting me? And it's also not moving. So I guess it's not marked as lava. Does this one hurt me? No. That's an odd design decision. Oh my god, a third knight. This one, oh, he's got like a katana. Guys. While you were living life, he was studying the blade. Holy shit. It's the Fire Baron. Okay. That's so cool. Were you shooting candy corn at me? What? There we go. Got him. Yay, we got the rune. Anything spawn because of it? Just checking. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, no. What I was saying earlier about the lava was that because Fulbrights didn't work, they didn't bother to check to make sure that the lava was Fulbright. So sometimes it just falls off to darkness. Some of these old levels are a little weird to play in modern source ports. I didn't know that fire didn't damage you, so I had to fight him in that circular. Yeah, you would think, right? Like, oh, lava hurty. But no, I've spawned right here, so I was like, I guess it's all good. I guess it's all good. And it also doesn't, you know, animate, so that makes sense. Alright, anyway. Noom. Cool. And now I'm right back here. I got decent amount of ammo. I've got armor. I don't know why I ran back up here. The rune door is down here. Yeah. I'll call it there. Alright, so 20 minutes a clip. That's not too bad. Yep. I wish I could speed through this. Actually, wait. Oh! Oh, fuck yeah. Look, I don't have to wait for it to type. I could just open the console. Thank God. Okay, let's just read it then. One gate to the next. The way it's supposed to work is I win the war, I find a gate that goes back home, I get my money. Not some fiery, dismal domain and more of the bastards. How much more of this can I take? My side hurts. That last night, the Fire Baron got me in the side and it's bleeding quite badly. I'm standing over his body and my side really hurts. Listen, my thumb has been fucking killing me for like 2 weeks now, so I feel you. My thumb hurty. Duh. I have another of those runes now. This one has something to do with fire. It seems these two regions so far have been under the power of a certain elemental ruler. My paws hurt. Put some shoes on then, weirdo. Anyway, where I come from, there's only 4 elements, so it looks as if I've got half the power in the land. I shouldn't have much trouble destroying whoever's behind this and returning to home Earth? That name doesn't sound very homely. Yeah, I didn't actually have to wait for that to type out. I'm so smart. Okay. Continuing on. A cross to bear. Well, that makes sense. We did hop into a lava cross. So I guess that checks out. There we go. Got him. This next level reminds me of Chasm the Rift. Never heard of it. Or maybe I have and I just don't remember it. Yeah, no, that's great. This is great. This kind of is like, you know what this reminds me of? It's kind of like medieval runic. It looks like this could very well be like a runic level in the architecture, but then you've got like the wood accents and it's very warm. That's great. I think that's really cool. Anyway. Oh, yeah, the squeaky sounds that the gremlins make, yeah. It is, it does sound like the howlers, you're right. Ah! You motherfucker. Give me that back. Oh, I could use nails too, that's fine. Yeah, Nordic, Slavic, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like that. Definitely. It's cool. It's cool. This pack is awesome looking. That's really the big thing I take from it. Like the gameplay is really solid also, but like the visuals especially. Aside from the Fulbright issues like we were talking about, but you know that's to be expected for the time period. Everything else is like this is fucking killer. That's a 9 Inch Nails. Yes. Yes. Oh man, I didn't realize they were back here respawning enemies. Fuckers. Yes, that does say 9 Inch Nails. Because Trent Reznor did all the sound design and the soundtrack for the game, so they were like, oh, let's put the 9 Inch Nails logo on the boxes. If I find one, I'll give you a nice good look at it later. And there's no secrets in this one, so no need to not find them. I thought Trent Reznor loved Quake. Oh, he loved Quake, don't get me wrong. And he fucking loved Doom also. That was how he got the gig. I think it was just him and the id Software guys. He was like, you know, they were mutual fans of each other's work. So, they were like, do you want to... If we're listening to 9 Inch Nails while we make levels anyway, do you want to make the music for the game? And he did. Oh my good lord, it's that thing from Hypnotic, where I get a guy who can fight with me. Cool. Yeah, see, 9 Inch Nails. If 9 Inch Nails teamed up with Mick Gordon, I feel like they have very different styles. Like, I get what you're saying with that, but... Interesting, okay. So he was supposed to make actual, just ambient noises, but, you know, because I remember him saying that his whole thing was, I'm trying to, you know, make it as claustrophobic and crazy and fucked up as possible. Okay. I mean, hot take. I am not super into... I mean, I think that the Nine Inch Nails stuff is cool. Like, as far as the Quake soundtrack goes, I like Nine Inch Nails as a band a lot. But as far as the soundtrack goes, I actually rather play with the Quake 64 soundtrack. That's what you've been hearing this entire time, is I've got the Quake 64 soundtrack going. Ugh. Health. Oh. Oh, see, look, he sparkles. Look, he's all sparkly. Oh, he's infighting. Yeah, look, he's got sequins. Oh, man. Slay, king. He's got a passion for fashion, and now he's got a passion for opening me up. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for releasing me. I need health. I need health fucking bad. No, Nine Inch Nails songs are technically in the game now that the soundtrack has been released as a Nine Inch Nails thing. And Trent did make the soundtrack. But no, there's no downward spiral, turbo synth, fucked up guitars kind of thing. No, he wasn't interested in doing that. And to be perfectly honest, I don't blame him. If you want that, go play Quake 2. I should probably be using shells. I think there are... Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the closest you'll get, is the main Quake theme. But it's not really the same thing as, like, March of the Pigs, is it? I mean, kind of. It's the closest you'll get, yes. But everything else is very, very, like, ambient instead. But like I said, I prefer the Quake 64 soundtrack anyway. I feel like people who like the Nine Inch Nails one always go, well, you know, it's pretty good for being on the N64, but no, I just genuinely like prefer it. I think it sounds a little bit more fucked up. If I'm gonna do ambient, I'm just, I don't know, maybe it's novelty. I don't know. I like what I like. I like the Hypnotic and Rogue ones too. They're cool because they've got a little bit of like a symphonic thing going on. Jesus. I'm not going out by a scrag, thank you. Alright, can I sightsee a little bit? Am I allowed to sightsee? Mary gets scragged. What was it that she said? I like taking ass loads of punishment, something like that. Okay, I got her. I got her. Ugh. Why did I grab that? Sorry, I'm so used to, like, rocket launcher. Then immediate get fucking mobbed. But no, it seems like they had a little bit more restraint than that, which I appreciate. Why are you taking screenshots? Because I fucking want to. Because this level is so pretty. Because I think the detail work is immaculate. A Brazilian? Dude, everybody who subscribes to my channel is Brazilian. Because the only people on the planet who still play Guitar Hero 2 other than me are Brazilians. And Indonesians. But anyway, there's so many Brazilians. So fucking many. I am a photographer. Look, I like taking photos. I like walking around and taking lots of pretty photos. And then I get them developed at my local Walgreens. I got everything? Yes. Okay. There was another door that I did not go down. Yes, I was trying to make sure that I have exhausted my options. Oh, okay, so that door is locked. So I don't have any of the keys. Can't shoot that. Can I go down here? I can! That's where they're all high now. Ooh, you can hear them infighting behind the door. Okay. Health. Alright. I'm feeling comfier. Watch me immediately squander this. Oh. Okay. And they're all dead. Oh, hello. Now that you have the rocket launcher, most of the challenge goes down the drain. Alright. I'm okay with that. Because like you said at the beginning that was their, them using the rocket launcher like in, like, the actual game and not in a lot of the custom levels. So, that makes sense. Testing, testing, testing. I unplugged it, plugged it back in. Is it working now? Testing. Okay. Alright, so the cable does not, in fact, fix it. I promise you it's not the microphone. The microphone does not have this issue on Discord calls. It is entirely a problem with Streamlabs. Yay! Okay, anyway. Oh, there's a guy. Not very good guy placement, if I'm honest. There's a key. Hello, Rorik. Yeah, when I entered the room, he didn't even see me. Yeah, because he's just sitting there like a fucking putz. And, like... I don't know. That is the other thing. I am noticing occasionally enemies get stuck and whatnot. So there's definitely a little bit of unpolish. You know, like a classic Quake level. But, again, the atmosphere is great. And honestly, everything else feels... maybe not, like, wowing me in the gameplay department, but it is feeling solid. So, I'm digging it. It's janky, but I'm digging it. No, I'm not taking screenshots of the dead guys. I'm taking screenshots of all the stuff that you'd find on a black metal cover. Oh, hello. See? What the fuck? You didn't even have time to react. Okay, whatever. That's fine. I don't know why I just blew that up in my own face. Other than I'm stupid, but whatever. I gotta remember to actually use my shotgun. You went the wrong way this time. Well, you know what? We're gonna make it the right way, okay? I'm gonna figure this out. It worked out really good. It worked out so good. Okay, I got him. I'm like, what is the most advantageous weapon to use in this situation? It's probably that one. Awesome. Okay, anyway. Continuing on. It's true. Rocket launcher is best because they'll slowly fucking flutter out of the way and then miss. You'll miss. Trust me, I'm a Quake expert. I've been playing this for 11 years now? 12 years now? Ugh. Oh no, it's the sparkly guy again. Man. I'm what we in the trade call stupid. Better playing Quake on PC than Dreamcast. Well, Quake 1 didn't come out for the Dreamcast. Oh, good lord. to be perfectly honest, you shouldn't be playing any of these fucking games on console because, you know, the I don't know. I'm not a fan of playing FPSs with a... Oh, they're infighting. Hell yeah. Oh. Now they're infighting. Yeah, Dreamcast, Quake 3 did have mouse and keyboard support. Yeah, and I mean, sometimes they would do that also for... because there were USB ports on the PS2, so sometimes that would happen for PS2 games also. Okay, is she dead? She is. Oh, good lord. God damn it. I'm glad you like my keyboard sounds. It's not quite as bad as my old keyboard. My old keyboard was so fucking loud, everyone thought I was constantly banging away on it. I wasn't. And it's not even a mechanical board. It's just like a Wise Systems board with like rubber domes or something. But it's always felt really good to type on. So, I don't need no fucking buckling springs. I do want some at some point though. That sounds fun. Okay. Yeah, no. This is, because we were dumb, and we tried to clean the keyboard with, like, water, and it got in the fucking, like, the membrane, the plastic membrane. Totally ruined the old keyboard, so I just bought the modern upgraded replacement, which is the exact same one, it's just slightly quieter, so... That's what I've been using. I should start an ASMR channel. I don't really have that presence. I don't really have the... I'll see that where some people will go, wow, you know, I can't watch many male ASMR creators, but you just have that calming presence. You seem really great. No, I actually upset people, so it's probably not going to work out the greatest, but, you know, I appreciate the thought. So... Oh, my Horn of Conjuring guy is still down there. I was like, what's flickering? Cool. No, bitch, it's my health. Anti-ASMR would be great. That's like that Sam Hyde bit that he did. Or he's like, here you go, you aspies, and then he's like slamming shit against the fucking camera. It's great. It was really good. Rage bait. Anyway, so I have a Keychron mechanical keyboard, but some membrane ones are almost as good. Yeah, I mean, you can get into the weeds of keyboard stuff, and I certainly, you know, have stuff that I'd like to try, and I'd certainly like to, especially, I'd like to give buckling springs a shot at some point, because they sound, you know, really nice to type on, and then there's some mechanical boards which are good for gaming, and then some that are good for typing, all that good shit. But honestly, this keyboard has, that one lasted me, what, 8 or 9 years maybe? And this one is probably going to last me another 8 or 9. I'll see you guys in 2033. Did I get her? No, I did. There we go. Okay. Save. And not in the 6th slot. Do you often eat chips or like cookies on PC and then it falls on the keyboard? I try not to eat over my keyboard because that gets kind of fucking grody. I mean, sometimes I'll have snacks, sure. But like, it's not something I try to do. Alright. Gold key, got all this shit going on. Really digging these. Just all this detailing, all this everything. I love it. That's a cool door. Oh. Can't go in here yet. What am I missing? Gold key. Yeah, I try to eat not over the keyboard, basically. That's my big thing. So I got down here. This leads me back this way. That's another thing I really like about these layouts, is that they're not like so complex that I get lost very easily, but they also overlap in a really satisfying way. So you're like, oh, I'm here now. I like drinking milk out of my keyboard. That reminds me of that awful fucking post where somebody was like, I like to I had a I don't know, I think it was like a bunny or like a plushy bunny, and I like to like soak it in milk and then slap it against the wall. Webkin's kitty, yes! I like to drink milk out of my Webkin's kitty. I'm like, fuck. That's bad. There are some things that man was not meant to see, and the Webkin's kitty was the one. Oh, here we are. Okay, sorry. Alright, what you got for me? Here he is. So he's like the... If you want to shoot nails, I can shoot nails. Ah! As he puts rocks in my fucking face. These arenas are great. Oh! Very last rocket. Got him. Yay. Anything up here? Yeah. Very good. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle. That rock attack is bullshit. Yeah, yeah, seriously. That's ridiculous. Some days you really feel like God's milk-soaked Webkin's kitty, especially with that rock attack. Sherlock needed her medication. Is she still bloaty? That's unfortunate. Okay. I have 3 runes now. I'm going to be unstoppable pretty soon. I don't even have to use these runes. They use themselves. There's something strange about the artifacts I've got. It's like they're talking to me, whispering in my mind, telling me there's secrets that I need to discover. There's no secrets in the maps, though. I feel strange. I think they might be having some strange effect on me. I don't feel myself anymore, forgetting things. I can't even remember the name of my own home anymore. Is that like your address? Or like his hometown? I just know that I'm here to kill and find the last rune. I know there is another one waiting. The other runes seem to tell me. Neat. Alright. Storm Dungeon. It's like a really shitty warrior cat's name. These look like BSP errors with the way that these bits aren't lit up. Like BSP errors. Alright. Hopping in. Sorry. Hopping in. Alright, thanks for popping in. Happy Halloween. See you next week. Welcome to Ogre Hell. Enjoy your stay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh. Oh god, they're from behind. Wait, how do I switch? Wait. I can't switch back to it. Ugh. So I grabbed it and I don't have a way to swap back to it. The lighting hammer thing. Fuck. It's fine. It's fine. Make do. Country girls make do. It's not my fault I'm God's milk-soaked Webkinz kitty. Make do. I just use the scroll wheel. My scroll wheel does jumpy bullshit. See, look, I'm a real gamer now. Look. Oh, it's because they stole my gun. Configure it in settings. Nah, I'm too lazy. You bitches stole my gun. I stole it back. Damn, they're not kidding. This place is fucking packed. Holy shit. They can't steal the hammer, though. This place is crazy. No, there's nothing petty about missing campus, dude. I miss campus, you know? It's called the freedom, you know, and the mobility. But the good news is that you're gonna get that back. Oh, hey, hell yeah. All it took was running out of ammo. Okay, this was a bad idea. But I have red armor, so you know what, whatever. Okay, so there's no health. I do wish there were a couple more health packs in this episode. It's okay though. Oh, it's okay. There we go. I do have the ammo. Let's Man, you're not kidding. It is really like fucking ogre hell in here. Ogre hell is a real place, and you will be sent there at the first sign of defiance. That lightning effect really is fucking cool, though. I know it's just a light source flickering, but that's really cool. Ugh! Damn it. It's fine. It's all good. Shit. Where is he? Jesus. They built this level for, like, the most optimal ogre placement. And that's not a good thing. That's a very interesting point. Savannah asks, do you think ogre hell is hell for you because of ogres, but it's also hell for the ogres? That's true. Maybe I'm helping them out. Maybe I'm helping a bro out. Maybe, like, I'm putting their spirits at rest or something. I don't have any ammo for anything. So I just gotta beat people. I just gotta beat people with my hammer. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Ugh, stop it. I was told ammo wouldn't be an issue. You must raise this bar. Quake, raising the bar. Click the 2 buttons near the door. It wasn't for me. Elevator's operational. Hell yeah. Okay. Seriously, it's hard to even find a place to breathe because there's just constant ogres raining bullshit down on you. It's like by the end, you know people and you have places you like to hang out. It's cut a bit short since I'm graduating early, commuting and halftime. You don't have to justify it, man. It's all good. I understand. It's not a great spot to be in, but you figure it out. Also, you missed one button. It's a little hard to go searching for things when I'm constantly getting pissed on. Also, yeah, just go back for a second degree. It's all good. And just keep doing what my sister does and keep going back for more degrees. Over and over, forever. Okay. Now, Moon says it's by the door. I don't know what door. I mean that door? The bar? This? Not that one. Oh, I see there's another button. Yay! Wait, no, this just brings me back to the start. I do like that there's just this box that they hollowed out. There's nothing in it, but there's a box that's hollowed out. I think that is a, I think that's a cute detail. Now go to the other side. Okay. So you can climb up and fight the ogres. Okay. Oh! No. I was about to say I think the bar's raised. No, I don't know. Not there. Okay. Where you found the red armor. Okay, noted. Where is the fire coming? There it is. Here. Eat shit. Oh, there's more. Man. Don't put this many fucking ogres in a level, please. Just don't. Oh. I can get up here. Fuck. Fuck it. Ooh. Wait. Wait. There's a mega armor. Or mega health. Gimme. Oh, God. Thank you. And there's another mega health on the opposite side. Boy, that sure sounds nice. Yeah, fuck you. I've come for you too. You. Those elevators are clipping through the floor. That's not brilliant, but we can forgive it. Okay, I see. I see. I see. I see. Man, I wouldn't even have thought to run up the trim had I not seen it. You don't hate Streamlabs enough. You don't hate Streamlabs enough. I don't have this issue in any other program, not Audacity, not Discord. It's entirely a problem with Streamlabs. And it's not even an issue where it will not fucking I'll still see my indicator. It just won't transmit. There's no reason. No, none. They just make it up. They just make it up as they go along. I use OBS out of the box. I used to, but I need that chat plugin. Oh. Whoa! Hello. There we go. The bar has been raised. I don't understand. We did it, chat. We raised the bar. It only took us 10, almost 11 minutes. I should have seen that coming. Good Lord. Fuck. Fuck. Did I get him? Oh, no, they're infighting. The most dangerous blind corner. There we go. Is that it? Can I pass through here without being molested, please? No, there's going to be more ogres? Okay. Well, at least we're almost all done as far as kills go. The cage opens. Oh, thank you. My favorite. Thank you. I love these guys, especially when they come in 3. This is how I had to choose the Shamblers playing on Nightmare in E1M3. Because there's the little nook that you could hide in that they couldn't navigate, so you just kind of had to, like, that over and over. I could see that. Okay. Let's be slightly smarter about this. So there's going to be those guys. Get them first. So that way I don't have to worry about them. Do the Shambler Shuffle. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, I never learned how to dance. Okay, that's 2. Come on. That's 3. Save. Oh, we still have to fight a Baron, don't we? I'm trying to remember where that gold key door is. Above. we ascend. Hmm. Fiend molestation hallway. Thank you. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. I'm scared. Whoo! Jesus. She was mega bonking it. Okay. There's death in the air. Okay, so, wait. So he doesn't spawn until you grab the rune. These guys all come as soon as you walk into the room. Can I just run away? See you later. Now I just gotta find the way out. I cannot do the fight like that. Sorry, I have 17 health and... It's a losing proposition. I'm not a betting man. I own no crypto. It opens after you kill the Baron. You're right. Thank you, Tronin. Very cool. Oh, God. I didn't even fucking see him. Okay. Shit. Cool. I'm not opposed to using the console if I have to. Is what it is. Wait. Oh. This turns it into almost like survival horror, frankly. I'm just running away from this guy. This guy with a big-ass sword. Damn. I wonder if I could cheese him. No, he can fucking come after you. Ah! Oh man, they forgot to program... Wait, check this out. They forgot to program in a death note for him. Like, a little death message. So it just says Marito. That happens with the Ogre Marksman, too. If you put one of them in a custom level, they don't have a death message. Alright. I don't care that I'm a dirty cheater. I do what I have to, chat. Even if it means all my friends will think I'm uncool. We already thought you were uncool. That's so sad. That's so sad. Hugs in chat for me. Whoa. That's a cool outro screen. Although I'm hugs in chat for me. I just got murdered. I'm not too sure about the pixelation. That's probably due to the lack of mip mapping, right? No idea. Alright. Oh, no more text. Okay. Alright. When I close my eyes, I see things. I see nails falling from the sky. My mind no longer commands itself. I think that I still am. I have a weapon, but I cannot remember my name. I cannot remember where I was before I was here. I have destroyed myself and others like me, and I have been reborn as my enemy. I became a penguin. I have been appointed the new ruler of these beasts. Someone destroyed their old rulers, and their masters require a replacement. Was it me that killed them? Suddenly, my thoughts become clear. In the split second between now and prior to now, I saw Quake. I see now what I once did not. From fire and ice came life, and from fire and ice it shall end. But though these spirits obey me, though I am one with what I once feared, and though I have never been but conqueror, there remains one question in my mind. Have I conquered the elements? Or have they conquered me? Now and prior to now. Ooh. A mystery. This is fucking cool. This is like some old school fucking mountains and stuff. You don't see those a whole lot with more modern mapping tools because, you know, I like the Nave skybox. It's pretty. It's so pretty. Guys, if you don't know, Quake skies, not skyboxes, but the skies are actually built of two textures that are sat next to each other, and then the game composites them like this. It's a very cool effect. The only thing is that at the extreme angles, of course, you get that warpage. But now there's skyboxes, which I do want to experiment with also. But, yeah. Those are just like normal game skyboxes. These are actual skies, you know. I think that's very cool. Okay. Distant Thunder. Rapture. Ow. That was anticlimactic. Okay, so this is cool. So this is just like a little, what, roaming level? Alright, I wasn't supposed to go over here. Oh, it's the credits. It's not over yet. Ah. Fuck you. It's not over yet. More text. Okay. And so a man who once thought he was a soldier and in the army, through the dire effects upon his psyche of the haunted land he fought through, took to the desolation of Quake's realms and took up the throne of chaos that he had claimed for his own. He had conquered all elemental forces and thus proven himself in the eyes of his adversary. From being seen as a minor annoyance, the masters soon saw him for what he was, an engine of destruction, and saw that his future was not as a lowly grunt or zombie, but as a great leader who would amass for the attack upon the human worlds. For the ruin he brought to several legions of Quake's minions was regretted, but his future deeds, his masters reasoned, would easily make up for that little annoyance. Even now, he wanders off into the Dreadlands to survey his new kingdom and portion of the other worlds. His rule will be long, and his deeds terrible, and one day he will no longer resemble any man. Several weeks later, the enemy is amassing an army. It's at a desolate outpost in the furthest corner of his kingdom. We sent a man in several weeks ago, but he has not returned. You must succeed where he failed. I like that I'm supposed to be someone else, and I still have all my weapons. Oh, this is taking a piss. I never thought I'd see this day. They're sending me in. Me of all people. And so the cycle begins anew. And Epoch Gateway. Probably just on lunch break. Ow! I even did that before! The cycle really does begin anew! So it legit actually loops around. Wow. That is cute. That's really fun. The end has no end, chat. Wow. Okay. So that's it then, huh? We have made it through. You know what? I'll just screw around and run through here a little bit. So we've made it through, huh? That was Rapture. That's cool. That's really fun. Wow. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing's perfect. There's some minor annoyances, but like I love the fucking look of it. I love the ending was really novel. Yeah, no, that's really solid. This episode is 9 levels, 4 of which are actual levels. 1 is the second half of the first level. 1 is difficulty selection, and the other 3 are just lore dumping. And that's that. All right, so. We're only just past the 2-hour mark, and I feel like if it is my Halloween stream, we should probably keep going just for a little bit longer. What I could do, I have plenty of levels that I just got from random packs and stuff saved, stuff that I have played through, and I could just run through. Quake RRP, what's that? Is that like Quake ERP? Ba-dum-tsh. Rubicon Rumble Pack. I do like Rubicon textures, but I think we will save that for another time. What I will do is swap back to id1. Good old id1. And I don't know, maybe I'll just see what levels I have. I'll see what random levels I have in here. You can see I've got plenty. A bunch of these are just from all over the place. You got the original Quake levels. And then you've got all sorts of stuff. Some of this is like 100 brush stuff. So this is ancient. Some of it is absolute fucking classics. Like, of course, the famous Anoxia as homaged in my own level, Arrogant Eridom. This, by the way, this is what the peak of Quake actually looks like. If we're being perfectly honest. This is the peak. But anyway, no. What I would actually like to do is, let's see, what have I got in here? I've got a lot of like random from ceremonial circles. Oh, this is one of the big CZG maps. I remember this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not in the mood. Very good though. I do remember it being good. Yeah, like these ones. These are old 100 brush maps. So, made with only 100 brushes, you know. Which I think is pretty neat. I certainly would not have the... I would not be clever enough to make one of these. Can you imagine making a whole ass level in 100 brushes? It's pretty difficult. Bonk Jam. I remember you said you wanted me to play that before. I still have no idea what it is other than you hit shit with a hammer. Floyd Jam. I did just post a review of Dark Side of the Moon on my website, so... yeah, maybe. I think that looks cool as fuck. Listen off the ones I played. Gotcha. Let's see what else I've got. Drop in Center I remember being kind of funky. This is another 100 brush one. It kind of cheats a little bit by just having the level descend. And having it open up and enemies will jump at you. It's pretty cute though. I don't even know why I still have some of this stuff, to be honest. GRC4 Beta, Rust in Peace. What map was this? It's very wind tunnels. There's wind tunnels. Wind tunnels in them hills. Whoa! Oh, God. I seriously don't remember what this was, too. It looks ancient. It definitely looks like early wave Quake. And it's not 100 brush. It's just kind of like a thing. It looked good, though. I like it. IK Blue Jam. Yeah, no, that's crazy. I told you, I don't even know what I have in here. A lot of these are my own maps. A lot of these are like maps that I had compiled for various purposes or never finished. I have a map called Pined. What's the Pined one? Oh, is this it? Is this the famous one that I did the draw over for? Wow. This is it. This is it, by the way. This is it, chat. Where you get the one that I just fucking put the flame in the air. It's the background. It's the background that I mapped. And if I do... Is our light map a thing in here? Yeah. So you can see that it's just blackness. I just had it fall off to black and then you can't see it because it's just black back there. This is trippy. I should have played the map like this. Very cool. Alright, what else have we got? Quake. Yeah, no. It's a neat look. I had New House maps in here. I got Temple of the Strange, speaking of that. The TFL levels, I think those were ancient. Old compiles of, like, Arrogant stuff. Because Arrogant was packed as a mod. What's DM Test? The fuck is this? Is it just a box? It's just a box. Why do I have this? Prototype Jam is fun. I think I recall that it was just built with like textures like this, right? Why do I have this? What was this too? It's definitely not my first ever map because that one was not made with prototype textures. What the fuck is this from? It's funky. What else sounds interesting? IKey SP Quake 3? That's definitely an Ika map, right? Halls of the Shambler God. You know what? I'm in the mood for a good IK Blue map. Let's play it. This is already off the bat kind of crazy. See, I still don't actually know how you pronounce his name. I always call him Ika, but I don't know. I don't think that's right. But he had his own texture sets because he was an artist, so he actually made his own textures for Quake. He had IK White, IK Blue, and this is IK Blue, and you could tell it's just its own look. Look up. Very pretty. Oh, speaking of shamblers. Man, you really don't get a chance to breathe in this level, do you? You just run into another room and there you are. You're getting fucked from all sides again. Wow. It's very pretty though. It's very pretty. I also found this thing called Conquer. Did it turn off the render scale thing? I just noticed it looks way cleaner. Yeah, it turned it back down. I want it crunchy. That's what I came for. Crunchy. It's a horde survival mod. That sounds fun. Turning Quake into Call of Duty Zombies. I seem to recall I could hop up here, right? Yes. That's cute. That's how you do a ladder in Quake. Yeah, the remaster has an official mode that's similar. I do remember. I've just never played with that. I do remember that, though. I feel like at one point I was like, let me just grab like a bunch of levels and stuff and never have to go back to Quaddicted. And I think now is the time that I'm blatantly going back to Quaddicted, and I'm like, maybe I should clean out my levels folder, because it's a bunch of random shit, to be honest. Some of which I don't even fucking remember who made it, you know? I suppose that's the fun of it, though. Man. I will say, it is impressive that he's got this kind of, like, open-air design going on, but, the monsters don't aggro each other in between rooms. Because this, I feel like, could very easily just turn into, you know, horde spam. It's kind of, like, just on the edge of being that. But it's actually very measured. It's neat. That's neat. I will say that playing through these levels does remind me of just like that feeling of just how much talent there actually, you know, was and still is in the Quake scene after all these years, and feeling I don't know, just intimidated by it, really, because it's kind of like that thing that I've been, thankfully I think I'm over the hump, but I've been sort of pondering over the past couple weeks or so, where it's like, if you can play like dozens, hundreds of maps just like this at any moment, like, do I need to make maps? Which is not the way to go about it at all, but it is something I was thinking about, to be honest. I don't know, I definitely hope that at some point I can make really good levels. I just gotta go for it again. Like I said, I'm intending to focus more on Quake next year, because it is the 30th anniversary, I should say, of Quake. All that good shit. And I feel like there's a lot more I could do with it. And to be fair, the last time I was seriously mapping for it was 5 years ago, and then the last time before that was like 3 years ago, and then we're talking I was like 17, 18 years old, and I don't know. A lot of people, nobody makes good shit when they're fucking 17. You know? So, it's been a while. It's been a while. There we go. I don't know, do I just hop in? Whee! Right. Well, yeah, and I know that that's a thing you can say about anything. But I also feel like, for me, it kind of, I don't know, it almost applies to everything. And that's kind of what I had to I guess maybe I'm still figuring it out, but it was definitely a thing for a good couple weeks, which is why I just play PS2 games instead, because I was like, I don't I don't really feel like I have much to contribute. I don't know. It's a little weird to say it like that, but it's true. Ego death is a rough one. I definitely feel like I'm going through a second one. If I went through a first one at all, I definitely feel like I'm going through a second one. Although maybe that's the starting point towards something greater, you know? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What's that Radiohead lyric? The best you can is good enough, something like that. And I don't know, it's weird also because I have such a strange history with the Quake scene in general. You know, I saw a forum post where someone who admittedly is frankly really notorious in his own right was summarizing. This was what, like 2 years after I had stopped interacting with the community. He was summarizing who I was, and he was like, he had such a unwarranted amount of self-importance about his frankly incredibly mediocre maps. I'm like, yeah, he has a point, yeah. So it's just, I don't know. That doesn't help either. I know that you can always go on to better things, but I'm just sort of also like, kind of, I don't know, am I operating behind the eight ball? Does everyone there still hate you? Most people don't know who I am. That's the one good thing, is that I am ultimately nobody. That said, I mean, it happens all over the place, you know. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I am under no delusions as to why. But I just go, man, there were a lot of people that I liked in that scene and in that scene. As a platform at the bottom of the hole. I hopped in, and then it just takes me back here. Can I? Nope, that just puts you in the lava. You know? But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the unfortunate part, is that there's a lot of things that I did enjoy about, you know, these various places. And a lot of things that annoyed the shit out of me also, you know, and that's something that I'm still figuring out to this day. And it's I guess it's unfortunate that the good got tossed out with the bad also. And mostly I just hope there's a way forward. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, you know. Feeling like there is, but maybe there is, you know. I'd like to think that there is a path where the things that I get up to could be desired again by people. Am I stupid? Am I dumb? They're lowered elsewhere. Oh. Bitch. You serious? That looked like a barrier. Alright, whatever. I have no shells. Oh, isn't that the weirdest thing ever when you're on you think your hands are in a particular spot and they're somewhere else, and your typing just comes out like you're key smashing, basically. That's always interesting. I should have let him. I didn't realize that they were going to infight. I should have let him. There we go. Don't you hate it when you misplace your hands and then you type in Russian? That also happens to me all the time. I do need health. Is there health? A lot of these custom maps, by the way, don't play music correctly. Like this one is set to track 0, so that's why it's been silent. There's been no music, because it's not set to play music. Oh, the floor above is now accessible. Wait. It's those bars. Yeah, duh. Iris door opening. Whoops. Okay, see you later. Oh, God. Health, health. I need health. Okay. That wakes you up. Also just goes to show you how wildly different like encounters and the way that people pace their maps can be. You know, there was nothing like this in Rapture. Can I hop in here now? No, this is always going to take you down that way. Okay. Hello. 62 of 87. Also a really nice looking level, though. Absolutely. I mean, this started the whole IK Blue thing. Oh, I can hit them. And they don't even realize. Okay. Let me go. Behind that door, there's a button. Alright, hold on. Let me do. Oh, you can barely see it. Okay, thank you. Well, it doesn't help that that doesn't look like a button. That just looks like, wall decoration. That's the other sometimes annoying thing about custom levels is that, whoops. Sometimes people will come up with like custom textures and stuff, and then they don't really use them in the same way that id used theirs. I'm just gonna... This is a bad idea. See, you can't just run past things because it's gonna get even crazier as you go on. I do think this is the end, though. Ah! There was a shambler? Where? 1 billion guys. That's gay. Yeah, they're clearly meant to be noticeable. Yeah, that's definitely noticeable. Okay. Alright, there he is. Alright. Yep. Spawn the rest of them. And there we go. 87 of 87 kills. Boom. Alright, that's 2.5 hours. I feel like that's probably a good place to call it. It is nice always playing Quake. Quake it's still my favorite FPS, I'm pretty sure. There's just nothing that feels as pure as it. As pure and as solid. You know, I just love the movement. I love the look of it. It's great. But yeah, been a good stream. Nostalgic Marth game. Abso-freaking-lutely. And hopefully there's a good future ahead with it also. Good stream, good stream. Transition from there. And thank you guys for tuning in. Next week, pure is the best description. Yeah, exactly. So, tune in next week. We will be going back to Neopets, The Darkest Fairy. That should get interesting. I'm almost tempted to play through a little bit because I remember I had gotten stuck, but whatever that case may be. We'll be here watching next week. You guys are good like that. I very much appreciate it. Back to PS2 struggles. Yay! Yippee yahoo! That's okay. It's going to be the last game for the year. That's the thing. It's going to be the last one for the year, and then the Christmas Cornucopia stuff. I will be reminding you guys also in the chat, but remember, Vib stuff. Since I was just talking about Christmas Cornucopia. 2025 is almost over. So, but yeah, start getting your Vib submissions in. Because that stream is going to be here before you know it. And then that's going to be a lot of fun. And I will not poison myself like I did last year. Promise. Vib missions for Vibness. Alrighty, guys. Happy Halloween. I will be seeing you back here in November. Technically, I can say that. See you back here in November. And Vibmas, Vib maxing. We could do this all night. Happy Halloween, guys.